Before muscle cars ruled the road, one name captured the spirit of post-war style and innovation. That was Studebaker. And then it disappeared. I'm Matt Haskell, I'm a high school history teacher, and I'm taking you on a tour through Billy Joel's We Didn't Start the Fire, one topic at a time. We're on line 3, Joe McCarthy, Richard Nixon, Studebaker, then television. So let's talk about the Studebaker. Studebaker didn't start in the auto age. It started making wagons in the 1850s. It was founded in South Bend, Indiana. If you look at the AI-generated image I have behind me, it's South Bend, Indiana. But Studebaker supplied covered wagons for pioneers, munitions wagons for the Union Army during the Civil War, transport wagons during the Gold Rush. And by the early 1900s, Studebaker was ready for a new frontier, and that was automobiles. They rolled out their first electric car in 1902. Yes, electric. This was before gasoline was king. And then they transitioned into gasoline-powered vehicles. And by the 1920s and 30s, they were known for elegant styling, dependability, and one very powerful asset. And that was innovation. The post-World War II era was Studebaker's sweet spot. While bigger companies were retooling, Studebaker was ahead of the curve. Their 1947 Starlight Coupe was sleek, and it was futuristic, and it was totally different from anything else on the market. And their slogan was, "First by far with a post-war car." In the 1950s, they introduced models like the Commander, the Champion, and Golden Hawk, with performance and style that rivaled, and sometimes beat, the big three automakers. Studebaker symbolized a forward-looking America, middle-class prosperity, suburbia, and freedom on four wheels. But it couldn't last. Despite its bold designs, Studebaker was always a smaller company, which meant smaller budgets, less room for error, and then just brutal competition from Ford, GM, and Chrysler. In 1954, Studebaker merged with Packard, another struggling brand. But instead of saving both, the merger weakened them. Innovation slowed, reliability issues crept in, and then sales began to drop. Even when they tried flashy redesigns like the Avanti in 1962, it wasn't enough to reverse their financial skid. By 1963, Studebaker had shut down its South Bend factory. And by 1966, the company built its last car. A century-old name was gone from the road. So why does Billy Joel include Studebaker in We Didn't Start the Fire? Well, because it captures the story of mid-century optimism and American industrial rise, but also the fragility of it all. Studebaker was part of a moment when the United States felt unstoppable, churning out cars, expanding suburbs, and building highways. Its collapse reminds us that innovation isn't enough without scale and luck and timing. It's the story of a brand that burned brightly and then burned out. But car collectors, design lovers, and history buffs haven't forgotten. To this day, Studebaker remains a symbol of style and ambition and the American road trip fantasy. We're here again, so why does it matter? Well, I'll tell you why. Because Studebaker's rise and fall is the story of American industry itself. From hand-built wagons to sleek post-war coupes, it reflected a country on the move and the speed at which everything can change. And it reminds us that progress isn't always permanent. And sometimes the most beautiful cars don't win the race. They just leave a lasting impression. Next up in We Didn't Start the Fire, television. And that'll end the third line of the song. Follow to keep learning the story behind each and every lyric. This is Studebaker, and another one of those things that you should know by being alive. Thanks for watching.